Hello guys and welcome back to another custom tactics video. Before we get into today's, I want to run a little giveaway. I will give some FC points to somebody who just subscribes and comments down below. You can let me know anything, what you're aiming for in champs, what your favourite formation is, whatever it is, let me know. I'm hoping these tactics today can help you guys out. It really simplified the way I was playing. Obviously there's other tactics out there like the ones on my channel, the 5-backs and stuff, but this is going to be something a little bit different. So I hope you enjoy. Please do leave a like for me and let's get into the video. If you need the cheapest FC25 coins to build your super team, then check out JambooUK by clicking the link down below and use code JAMBOO for 5% off. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are set up in a 4-4-2. Now this is one of those formations that just seems to work every single year in any FIFA. It's never going to be a bad formation because of the fundamentals it has. You know, with the back four, you've got your 2 centre mids, you've got width, you've got 2 strikers, and it's just a very balanced formation. I've always seen this and the 4-2-3-1 as sort of staple formations in the game, where the 4-2-3-1 is a little bit more defensive, the 4-4-2 is a little bit more attacking, but both very balanced fundamental formations. I will leave the code in the pinned comments or the description, one of the two, you can have a look. This is the team that I've currently got. Feel free to let me know any upgrades. You know, I do have coins just sat there. We've got like nearly 1 million, especially after I sell stuff. But we're here for the tactics. So, obviously, like I said, it is a 4-4-2. And the roles are what's going to make this, you know, sort of tick. Because I was trying to use a 4-4-2. And what you find on this game is you can get ripped apart on the counter-attack. The counter-attack is seriously strong on this game. If you're dominating matches, it can actually hinder you. Because if you have your opponent pinned in their half, they end up benefiting because they always have that counter on. So I've had to use the right player roles in order to actually fix that. And the way we did it is you can see that we have 2 fullbacks both on defend. So we're not going to be having any attacking support from the fullbacks. You can even throw someone like a Gomez or a Koundé in there, you know, more of a centre-back type player as a fullback. And that is going to work really well. One thing that I was doing at the start of the year in the 4-4-2, and it does sort of work, but I found it to actually be better this way, is I was having inside forwards, which meant that I didn't really have much width, and especially when you're not having those attacking fullbacks, it sort of lacks. So what I decided to do is I turned both of the right and left mid onto winger attack, and they're just going to get forward, provide that width, and it's really good because you imagine, you know, someone like Beasley who's rapid, he goes all the way down the line. And then you've got the cutbacks, not just to the 2 strikers, but also to your box-to-box midfielders. So going forward, you're going to have a lot of options in this. You're going to have your 2 centre mids, which help. You're going to have both wingers going forward, and then 2 strikers. Still trying to work out, you know, the best player roles for strikers. With Haaland, I always go with poacher. I absolutely loved Haaland at the start of the year, but I don't know what's happened. He just feels so stiff and clunky now. He still finishes everything. Like, the guy doesn't miss, but we have him on his poacher plus, and we have Jesus on the advanced forward. I can't sometimes tell too much difference between the 2 roles. With the advanced forward, I feel like they make more sort of varied runs, whereas Haaland just is always in a bit more sort of position to score the tap in, I guess, but he also does make some runs in behind. But those are the player roles. I think having 2 box-to-box centre mids, regardless of preferred player roles, is the way to go in this formation. If you start doing, you know, for example, playmaker, what you're going to find is that when you get hit on that counter, you're only going to have your back 4 there. And as much as that's okay if you're comfortable with your defending, you know, for most people, you need that midfield support as well, especially if you're against a good player. So defensively, this is good, but going forward is where it's really going to flourish. For the actual tactics, I'm still using counter. You guys will have to let me know, you know, whether you've preferred that or balanced. I don't think there's a world in which short passing is ever going to be the meta, but it seems to be, you know, picking between balanced and counter. You can try both and see which one suits you better. I'm using 70 depth at the minute. Still, you know, sort of undecided on that as well. I mean, it's different because I spam a lot of offside traps and stuff like that to raise my line higher anyway. But I do recommend on this game, as much as through balls and stuff are good, playing out the back is hard. So pressuring your opponent and having a high back line is something that I feel is beneficial. But let me know how you get on. You can actually see the code on the screen there on the top left, so you guys can copy from that. I appreciate you watching. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment for the chance to win some FC points. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.